Welcome back, my fellow mobile gamers of YouTube, to my mobile gaming quest where I cover a new mobile game every single day right here on YouTube. And today we are checking out Virus War, which is a new space bullet hell shooter from the developer of LONER, which is another relaxing casual game about flying planes that I covered quite a long time ago here in the channel, but some of you might remember that game. It's really awesome. Definitely recommend you guys to go check that one out. But this is quite the opposite though. Virus War has us also control a spaceship, but this time in a crazy fight against alien viruses. Now, I actually noticed this game through an advertisement and I thought that I would give it a chance, and to my big surprise, I'm actually quite enjoying it so far. So that is why I wanted to share it with you guys today. I wanted to spend some time talking about what I like and what I dislike about the game, and hopefully some of you guys will find the game enjoyable as well. And then if you want to check it out for yourselves, the download links can, as always, be found down in the description box down below this video. So, as I started playing this game, there's a couple of things that I immediately noticed that I thought, hey, this is actually pretty nice, and one of those things were that any viruses that we don't kill, any enemies we don't kill that come toward us, they simply exit down the bottom of the screen, and then they enter in again at the top of the screen. So this is unlike most other space bullet hell-like games, where we will either die if they exit at the bottom, or we will lose some HP, or we simply won't get to kill those enemies, and so we won't get to earn currency from killing them, and that, of course, is also negative. In this game, it's a bit more casual. Anything we don't kill simply enters from the top again. Now, this also means, of course, that if there are too many enemies on the screen, that can get pretty hectic pretty quickly, such as right now. Oh man, where we died, and we can choose to watch an advertisement, or we can wait to simply die. I just waited here because we still earn gold, so do not worry. And in between these battles, we can then spend that gold on upgrading our spaceship. So let's have a look at that. There are three different things we can upgrade. We can upgrade our normal standard weapon. We can upgrade the fire rate and the firepower of that one. Then we can upgrade our special weapon, of which we unlock a new one every 20 levels, it seems. This next one unlocks at level 40, then 60, then 80, and so on and so on. Now, we don't have any descriptions of these weapons, of these special weapons, so we just have to try them out. The one that we're using right now deals fire explosive damage, and that's kind of cool. But the other one, the one that we unlocked at level, I think it was at level 5 or maybe 10, is also really great. This one throws some green balls at the enemies, and whenever hit, the enemies are then knocked back. I really like this one. I think I want to use this one for a bit, actually. So let's upgrade the firepower a bit. Let's upgrade. Do we also want to upgrade the strength? It's quite expensive to do so, but I have a lot of gold. Wait, upgrade the main weapon first. Okay, so we got to do that first. We got to upgrade the firepower here. And the fire rate. We have so much gold. You can look in the top left corner of the screen to see how much gold we have left. We have over 200,000 gold, so I grinded quite a bit, as you can imagine, before recording this video, so that I would be able to show you guys what exactly we can upgrade. Now, the last thing we can upgrade then is the coin value itself, and this one actually had me puzzled at first. I didn't really understand how this worked, but essentially, the more we increase the value of these coins, so the coin value is currently at level 6, we now upgraded it to 7, we can upgrade it a few more times. The more we do this, the more gold we earn in-game will be worth, and the more gold we can also turn diamonds into. And diamonds is the premium currency of this game, and we earn premium currency through daily quests. We actually have some daily quests, I think, that we have completed now. Let's have a look. Yes, there we go. So we earned 1 diamond there, and we earned 2 diamonds from this other one. So we have a chance of earning these diamonds through normal gameplay, and then we can turn them into gold. So right now we can turn 1 diamond into 27,000 gold. If we upgrade this a few more times, you guys will see that now we can turn 1 diamond into 35,000 gold. So this, even as a free player, gives us a good reason to increase the coin value, because again, we earn some diamonds every day for normal gameplay, and then, you know, we can essentially turn that into extra gold for ourselves. We also earn some gold constantly, whether we play or we don't play. We can collect that right now. There was about 4,000 extra gold, so let's just go spend that on upgrading the firepower and the fire rate of our normal weapon. I really want to get the fire rate up. Okay, so now we are out of gold, but we're pretty powerful now, so I think we're ready for the next match. It is level 24, and then the next level after that, level 25, seems to be a boss battle, so that's quite exciting. Now, the art style is admittedly a bit simplistic in this game, and that could use some improvements, but the effects and the audio in this game really comes together to create a pretty awesome gameplay experience. One of the other things I like about the core gameplay or the combat loop, I mean, apart from look at how many bullets that are on the screen right now, that looks so cool. Oh man, we're so powerful with this, with these new upgrades. But one of the things I like is that throughout each game, we pick up these power-ups, And that essentially means that every single level feels like a progression where we become stronger and stronger the further we get into that level, and then at the end there'll be some sort of boss or a group of enemies at the end, and that's of course where we aim to be as powerful as possible. We aim to have picked up as many power-ups as possible by that point. So look at this, there's so many bullets on the screen right now, but fortunately it's mostly our bullets. As you might have noticed, this is also quite surprising actually. The enemies don't shoot anything at us, we simply have to avoid them hitting our spaceship, and that's it. If we succeed at that, we won't lose a life, and that also means we won't lose energy. But I'll get into talking about the energy system in just a bit. For now, let's just see if we can actually concentrate on defeating this boss here. I think we might be able to do it. It looks like there's just lots of enemies on the screen, but as you can see, whenever they are hit by one of our green bullets, they are knocked back. So this was actually quite easy. And we defeated the boss and we earned 24,000 gold. Now what we can choose to do here is we can choose to watch an advertisement, which is part of how the game monetizes. And if we accept to do that, then we will get a lot more gold. We could even get up to 10 times more gold if we were lucky. So that would have given us, that would have given us over 200,000 gold. Oh man, that's a pretty hefty amount of gold there. So let's just keep at it and let's get into talking a bit about how this game monetizes, because I really appreciate that there are no, or at least very, very few forced advertisements in Virus War. I've seen one forced advertisement so far, the rest have just been incentivized, although we do have a lot of opportunities to watch those incentivized, rewarded video ads. And if we want to make the game a bit easier for ourselves, you might just want to watch some of those advertisements. We earn a lot more gold. As you saw before, we could even earn up to 10 times as much gold by watching an advertisement with a bit of luck. And the more gold we get, of course, the faster we can upgrade our spaceship. Apart from that, we can buy diamonds, but I never really found any reason to do so. Everything can be grinded through normal gameplay, it seems. And even if you die in a level, you still earn quite a bit of gold from the monsters that you did kill before you died. So even if we feel stuck at a certain level, we just have to keep retrying it a few times, take that gold, upgrade our spaceship, and then eventually we should be able to complete that level. There are also no loot boxes in the game, which I really appreciate, which means no wait times, but we do have a life energy system though, which means we spend 5 energy to enter a match, and then if we win, we earn that 5 energy back again. And here's what I think about that, because if you want to have an energy system in your game for whatever reason, this is a really nice way of doing it, as we are allowed to play basically forever as long as we keep winning. Of course, it's unrealistic to continuously win every match, but even if we lose 1 or 2 matches, we do have 70 energy to use. So while I definitely dislike energy systems, I always dislike energy systems, let me just be clear about that, this one is one of the more relaxed implementations of a life energy system that I've seen, and I don't actually think that it will annoy you guys, but it's there and I wanted you guys to be aware of that. So to conclude, I think Virus War is a great casual space shooter. It's challenging, but it's not too challenging, and it's simple enough and has short enough levels so that I can play it in quick 3 to 5 minute bursts while, for example, waiting for a boss, or even just in between other more heavy and longer games. My main concern really is that the ship upgrade prices might eventually become so expensive that the progression comes to a halt, but I haven't experienced that yet, and as with any games, any mobile games at least, even if something like that happens eventually, which it often does, I will still have enjoyed the game for the first many hours, so it's not really a waste of time, at least in my opinion. There are many mobile games that I mostly enjoy for the first 10 to maybe 20, 25 hours of gameplay, then after that it becomes a huge grind, and I just move on to the next game. But let me know what you think about Virus War though. Is it your cup of tea? Let's discuss that in the comment section down below this video. And now then, let's head into the piece of mobile gaming news that I've got for you guys today, which is that a brand new Final Fantasy 15 mobile MMORPG has just now been announced. It will be developed by Square Enix, by Gaia, and JSC. The latter of two I've never really heard about before, but apparently they are big developers, I guess. At least they're working with Square Enix to make this new Final Fantasy 15 mobile MMORPG. We have barely any information about the game just yet, though, with the earliest trailer set to release in the first half of 2020. We do know that it will be releasing in China first, though, with an international release coming later. We don't know when, but at some point later. And we also do know that the CEO of JSC has said about the game that, quote, Final Fantasy 15 Mobile has an immersive story, attractive characters, and a JRPG-specific feeling to it. We're doing our very best to implement it. So that is definitely something to look forward to for all the Final Fantasy fans out there. And with that, I am signing out for today. I hope that you've had a great time here today. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.